Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangham langayati girim. Yatkripātamaham vande Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Shri Guru Dhamnavtari. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I am feeling very, very happy to be with all of you, and I would like to wish you all a very happy Rama Ekadashi. In Canada and US, when was Ekadashi? Gone over. Yesterday? Okay. In India, we are still having Ekadashi. What to do? India is ahead in time zone, but in terms of Vaishnav calendar, we are behind. So US and Canada devotees are advanced devotees. Oh, in Canada it's today, but US it is yesterday. Wow. There are difference of opinion everywhere. But anyway, nevertheless, whenever we get opportunity to celebrate any festival, we should accept. Because if we have the right consciousness, that is a festival. Yes, consciousness matters. Okay. So we are going to be beginning our discussion from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter. The incarnations are going on. And how many incarnations done so far? Any idea? How many done? Okay. So we have done 11 incarnations, right? No, 10 are done. No, 11, 11, 11, 11 or 12. I confused you. Okay. The last sloka was sloka number 16. And sloka number 16 speaks about the 11th incarnation. Who was the 11th incarnation? 11th incarnation is Kurmadev, right? Kurmadev. So now we go to the 12th incarnation and sloka number 17. So I request you all to kindly look up at the screen as we discuss today's verse. Let's see the verse. Dhanvantaram dvadashamam trayodashamam cha apayayat suran anyan mohinya mohayan striya. So what was the previous verse? Excuse me. So sorry. Yes. So now we are going to see the dvadashamam, the 12th incarnation, and trayodashamam. So dvadashi means the 12th. So sorry. So Dwadashamam is the 12th incarnation and Trayodashamam is the 13th incarnation. So who is 12th? Dhanvantaram. Who is Dhanvantaram? Dhanvantaram. Apayayat. Okay. Apayayat means to apayat, to drink. Drink. Yes. So drink, Suran. So she, and the incarnation number 13 is the one who gave to drink, right? To drink the nectar to the Suras. She gave the drink. It's only mentioned. What drink is not mentioned. Bhagavatam also creates some kind of suspense because you have to wait for 7 cantos. And Anyan Mohinya. Others, what did she do? Others, with her charming beauty, Mohayan Striya, in the form of a woman. Yes, Mohinya, allured. Yes. She allured all others. Who were the others? Asuras. See, Asuras are not even mentioned. We don't want to talk about them also. So here, who is Dhanvantri? If you see in the science of Ayurveda, everyone they worship Dhanvantri. Yes, Dhanvantri Dev, Dhanvantri Bhagwan. Dhanvantri is an incarnation of Krishna who comes with the pot of Amrita, the final, the final substance that came out of the churning of the milk ocean was Amrit. So Amrit refers to the nectar. And as soon as the nectar came, Dhanvantri came and Dhanvantri saw that the Suras and Asuras are in such cooperative spirit, doing such a wonderful service. Kurmadev was not able to see. Of course, Kurmadev is Lord. Yes, he is Supreme Lord, but he was not able to see exactly what was going on because he was underwater. Right? Kurmadev was below. It was Dhanvantri was able to see. And Dhanvantri was so very pleased that Dhanvantri cried tears. And from the tears of Dhanvantari, the tears falling into the Amrit Kalash, who was born? Tulsi. Yes, Tulsi plant. Tulsi in Golok Vrindavan is Vrinda Gopi. In fact, Krishna has named the entire property after her name. Krishna names his property after his devotees. He doesn't have anything under his ownership. Krishna doesn't own his own planet. It's Goloka. He has named the whole property after his cows and the forests after Vrindavan. Goloka Vrinda. It's called Golok, the abode of cow. Go means cow. So he has named property after the cows and Vrindavan, the forests of Vrinda Devi, is devotee. But Vrinda Devi goes and submits the property documents at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, making her Vrindavaneshwari. That's why we say Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. So Krishna doesn't have any property in his name. He has given it all to his devotees. That's Lord's nature, right? And here we find, yes, the Dhanvantari comes with the Amrit. So these are all pastimes connected to Samudram. Kurmadev, Dhanvantari, and then one more Samudra Manthan pastime is Mohini. Because as soon as the Amrit came, the pot of nectar came, what did the Asuras do? Of course, for a year, Jayanta, the son of Indra, he tried to take the pot. Everybody was kind of guarding him. Yes, they were not letting the Asuras take it. So for one full year, yes, for one full year of the earth, yes, and over there, yeah, it would have been several hours. So one full year of the earth means one full day in the heavenly realm. So Jayanta was running one day. He just ran over there, and this particular Amrit Kalash dropped 4 drops in 4 places. Yes. The drop fell in Prayagraj, in the Sangam of Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, the communion of these 3 rivers. Another drop fell at Haridwar in Hari ki body, Ganga again. Then one drop fell in Nashik at the river Godavari, and another drop in Ujjain, the river Shipra. So these 4 places, even today, at regular intervals, after every 6 years, there is Ardha Kumbha. Yes, this particular nectar comes. And every 12 years, there is Purna Kumbha. And every 144, 12 cross 12 years, there is Mahakumbha that happens. And it is believed that anybody who takes this particular Amrita Snan, there's a particular time period where this nectar comes up. And that is why many great sages from Himalayas, they all come to take bath in this Mahakumbh. Now, next Mahakumbh will come after 144 years in Prayagraj. So that is why this time it was Mahakumbh, this particular occasion. So many people had come to take bath. It's a rare occasion, right? And of course, devotees, Prabhupada said, devotees don't go to Kumbh Mela to take a bath. No. Devotees go to Kumbh Mela to, devotees are already liberated. They're chanting Hare Krishna. They go to preach. So many people are coming. You want liberation? We are here to give better product. Oh, is there better product than liberation? Because most of the people, their mentalities or even the Vedas, they talk about moksha as the supreme. But beyond moksha, much beyond moksha is prema. So devotees have that product. We are here to give the product, distribute the product of prema on behalf of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is a great service that we go to do in the Kumbh Mela. That's our intention. Right. Okay. Anybody would like to read the translation? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. In the 12th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Dhanvantari, and in the 13th, he allured the atheists by the charming beauty of a woman and gave nectar to the demigods to drink.
Yes. One more great personality came in the Samudra Manthan. I said Samudra Manthan, many personalities came. But one of the personalities is Mother Lakshmi. So I'd like to ask a question. Who was more beautiful, Mother Lakshmi or Mohini? Who was more beautiful? Let's see some votes. Okay, there is one vote for Mohini. Two votes, three votes. I think Mohini is very popular. No, both is a very safe. Don't play safe. You have to cast your vote. Okay, some of them just said M. Prabhu, you understand. Fill in the blanks. Yes, Mohini was more beautiful. Because in Vaikuntha, the devotees of Lord Narayan want him to be more beautiful than Lakshmi. So that is why Narayan is more beautiful than Lakshmi. And since Mohini Murti is an incarnation of Vishnu or Krishna, that is why Mohini is more beautiful than Lakshmi. She was more beautiful than Lakshmi. Now let's go to the next verse. 1:3:18. Chaturdasham Narasimham Bibhrat Daitendriyamurjitam Dadara Karajair Urav Erakam Katakridyatha. Hari Hari. Chaturdasham, the 14th. 14th, he came on the 14th day also. Who is he? Narasimham. That's why we celebrate Narasimha Chaturdashi. Right? So Narasimha Bhagavan. The half man, the half lion incarnation. Yes. Viprat, he came, he advented. Daitya Indram. Who is the Daitya Indra? That's how Prahlad Maharaj also addresses Hiranyakashipu. How does Prahlad Maharaj address Hiranyakashipu? Tatsadu manye asuravarya dehinam. The best of asuras. Yes, he calls him the best of asuras because that's what will please Hiranyakashipu. But he wanted to say, since you are the best of asuras, you need more mercy. Yes, you need more. The more demoniac you are, all the more mercy you need. Daityendram Urjitam. Wow, this person. So Daityendram, what did he do? Urjitam. Tatar. So strongly built. What did he do to Daityendram? The strongly built Lord. Dadara Karajair Urav. That means he put him on his lap with his nails. Karajair Dadar. He just tore him apart. Dadar means to just bifurcate. That's what Prabhupada is writing. Split into two. Yes. Just like Erakam Katakridyatha. Just like a carpenter. A carpenter, he rips apart the canes. Like that, the Lord ripped apart performing the first open heart surgery. So usually we tell devotees about preaching. How should our preaching? Our preaching should be operation successful, patient survived. That's very important. It should not be that operation successful and patient dead. So sometimes some person comes and asks a question, a challenging question, and you give such an answer. The answer is correct philosophically, but that person is so very hurt in the heart. He's so very pained. He said, I will never again come back to Krishna consciousness or these classes. Then what is it? We call it operation successful, but patient dead. That should not be our style of preaching. And if you look at the style of preaching of our Narasimha Bhagwan, what did he do? Narasimha Bhagwan, operation successful, patient delivered. So Hiranyakashipu was delivered. That's the kind of operation you should do. The devotees are all what? Sadhus. Devotees called sadhu. And what is the duty of a sadhu? Sadhu means one who cuts. One who cuts is called sadhu. And what is that cutting? The cutting is cutting of all attachments. Yes. So sadhu cuts away all our attachments. It has happened to us. How many of you were very much attached to tea and coffee? Yes. Sadhus they cut. No tea, no coffee. Oh my God, I have to follow. Yes. Cut. Sadhu cuts that. Yes, some people are very attached to that onion bhajis in garlic sauce. Sadhu says, no onion, no garlic, cut. Attachment is cut. All attachments we have, it's all cut. When they get cut. In fact, when we join as brahmacharis, We had to submit our laptops. So there was one person, a devotee, of course, good devotee, and he was working with a very big company. He came to join the ashram. He gave up the company but could not give up laptop. He said, Prabhuji, this is something I cannot give up. So difficult. Sadhus were trying to come down. At least for this period, the training period, you don't have a laptop. And even after that, you have to submit your laptop to temple. You have to submit your vehicle to temples. And then temple will decide what to give you. And you get it. That's how it happens. You get whatever temple gives, you get. Your attachments are thoroughly cut. And that becomes really difficult for a person. Person is given a job, given a laptop, vehicle. And then once it belongs to temple, whatever service requirements is there, accordingly you will get. You have to give everything. Whatever is yours, you have to give them. Cut all attachment, cutting the knots. Krishna. So that's very difficult. So here, Narasimha Bhagavan is cutting with him. So Hiranyakashipu had this boon, we all know. He will not die in the day or in the night. Inside the house, outside the house. On the floor, in the sky. And neither with any kind of weapons nor by any other species who are born. He will not die with something dry or wet. He had asked that boon also. That is why Lord killed him within nails. Nails are dry or wet. It's neither dry nor wet. He's half man, half lion. He played with him till the time of Sandhya, the time of sunset. Then it took him just in between his house as well as outside. He put him on his lap because there is neither the sky nor the ground. Hiranyakashipu thought that he is smart. If he is smart, Lord is super smart. Right? So amazing. And where was Lord all the while? He was right in his pillar. Hiranyakashipu was very confident. I am very sure. I'm for sure I am confident. I was there when this pillar was getting constructed. Yes, I was supervising the entire construction. And I never saw Vishnu going inside. I didn't see anyone hiding. So he was very confident, but Hare Krishna, Lord can do anything. The Lord came like this to make. If he wanted, he could have just walked out of the heart of Hiranyakashipu and next day's newspaper headlines says Hiranyakashipu dead. But no, he wanted two devotees, their words to come true. One was Brahmaji. He had given a promise to Hiranyakashipu, okay, these conditions you will not make. He thought practically he was immortal. So Lord had to fulfill those conditions. Second thing, Prahlad so confidently assured, yes, Lord is there in the pillars. So the Lord had to come to make his two devotees, their words to come true. I will just show you one sloka from Bhagavatam. You all can recite. It's beautiful sloka. Satyam vidatum nijavretya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhuteshu akileshu chatmanah adrishyatayadupamudvahan sambe sabhayam namrigam namasham. Yes. So Satyam Vidatu, in order to make the words come true. Whose words? Nija Vritya Bhashita. Whatever his dear servants spoke, both Brahma and Prahlad. Vyaptam cha bhuteshu, one who is actually situated in everybody's heart. Akhileshu chatmanas Paramatma. Yes, Adrishyata. Nobody had seen this form. Ati Adbhuta. It was so wonderful, very wonderful, and nothing seen before. Such a form, Rupam, Udvahan, he took. And thus Tambe Sabhaya. He came from the pillar to the assembly. Navrigam, he was neither an animal nor manushya, not anybody. Right? Samve Sabhaya, Navrigam, Namanushya. So this was okay. Please scroll up. We don't see the words. Correct. Hindi. Hindi पढ़ लीजिए. I'll take care of it. Is anybody? Would like to read? Yes, Priya Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. In the 14th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Narasimha and bifurcated the strong body of the atheist Hiranyakashipu with his nails, just as a carpenter pierces cane. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Haribol. Next verse. Panchadasham Vamanakam Krutvagad Advaram Balehe Padatrayam Yachamanaha Pratyadistu Stri Pishtapam. Okay. Panchadasham. Panchadasham means Panch is 5, Dasham is 10. Panchadasham Vamanakam. Vamana is actually a dwarf. Dwarf. What did he do? Kritva, he took the bird and took the form of a dwarf. Agad Advaram Bali. So Bali Maharaj was performing a sacrifice. Advaram comes from lighting of the fire. So the Brahmana who can recite mantras and lit the fire is called as Advari. So that is the place from which this word Advaram comes. Kritva Agad, he went to the sacrifice of Bali. And what did he do? Yachamanaha. The Brahmana's duty is to beg, right? Brahmana's duty is to beg alms. So what did he beg? Padatrayam. He begged for Yachamana is to beg, and he begged for 3 steps only. Prabhupada is writing only 3 steps only. We have seen in this material world, whenever they write amount, $5,000 only, $10,000 only, yes, $1 million only. That only is always there to make that money look very insignificant. This money is insignificant compared to the product that you're going to get. So that is why they write only. So Lord also only 3 steps. That's it. And 3 steps who will not do that? This is the thing. Yeah, so that was only. Pratyadistus. 3 pishtapa. Tripishtapana. Tripishtapana apidur darshanam. The kingdom of 3 planets. Patala and Swarga. Pratyadis. Willing at heart to return. So he took away everything from Bali. Hare Krishna. So this Bali Maharaj is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Right? He's also a very great devotee of Lord. Indra is also a great devotee. But throughout the 8th canto, you will find that both Indra and Bali are fighting with each other. Sometimes Indra wins, sometimes Bali wins. Yes, and this kept happening. And Bali had become very strong because of the service rendered to his guru. Yes, his guru was Shukracharya. Anybody having Guru Bhakti in heart and renders selfless service to Guru becomes very, very powerful. He can conquer the entire universe. So Tripishtadipati, Bali became Tripishtadipati, Lokapati, because of his pleasing his spiritual master. So by pleasing spiritual master, you can conquer everything. That is a power you get. Right? Devotees in Prabhupada times, I was just reading a letter that Srila Prabhupada wrote to Prabhu Vishnu Swami. He was telling Prabhu Vishnu Swami Maharaj that he is very pleased with the efforts of book distribution. That was the letter. So he was mentioning that you all disciples are really pleasing to my heart. I'm very happy with the success of book distribution that all of you are doing. And he was kind of encouraging the devotees that anybody who reads even one line of my book will definitely spiritually immensely benefit. That he will benefit immensely. And these blessings are there. The entire Guru Parampara's blessings are there in these books. And so because Prabhupada is so happy with them, he was telling that you devotees, simply by having executed this particular mission, my Guru Maharaj's mission. That's how Prabhupada saw it. You all have become more advanced than the yogis who have been performing mystic yoga for last million years. You have become more advanced. Just by taking up the mission of spiritual master, you all advance so much on the path of your mission service. So that's there. Prabhupada said you can never repay the good, but if you want to try, then preach. And the best form of preaching is to give my books. And that's what we are doing. Aren't we doing book distribution? Yes, we are reading Prabhupada's books. We are teaching from Prabhupada's book. So this is also book distribution. You teach from Gita and Bhagavatam, people get eager. They become very enthusiastic. We want to buy this. We want to have our own copy and we want to read. Who is the original book distributor? The original book distributor was Jiv Goswami. So he sent Narottam Das Thakur, Shamanand Pandit, and Srinivas Acharya. He sent them to Bengal and Orissa, that you take up these books of the Goswami literatures and start distributing. So he sent them on book distribution mission. He gave them parts to preach. So they got trained under him and they went. He was the first book distributor. Mahaprabhu told Goswami to write books. And once the books were ready, Jiva Goswami said, there was no printing press in those days. If somebody bought book, here's the copy, you write down. So they used to write down, and after writing, okay, give the original copy, you take. That's how book distribution used to happen. Right? And the first book to go to the Western countries in the modern is Bhaktivedanta Thakur's book, Lord Chaitanya's Teaching and Precepts. That went in the year 18. He wrote it in 1895 and he sent this book to Canada, Montreal. Yes, McGill University. That's the place where Bhaktivedanta Thakur sent this book. And this book reached Montreal in 1896, exactly the year Srila Prabhupada was. He appeared. And then later on, even his son, Vimala Prasad, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in 1915, Bhaktivedanta Thakur used to write a book, a series. It was called as Sajjana Kosh. Sajjan means actually, Sajjan is a good person, Satjana. But Satjana actually refers to devotees. Toshini means that which will give pleasure, satisfaction to the devotees. Satjana, Toshini. So he made it English. He started printing in English, The Harmonist, and started distributing, profusely distributing. And then Srila Prabhupada took this book, and he is the first book distributor in ISKCON. He went to America with 200 sets of the 3 volumes of First Candy. And the first book, as soon as he reached Boston Harbor, he distributed the first book to Captain Pandya. He had 40 rupees in his pocket. They cannot be converted to days. So Captain Pandya gave $20. And Prabhupada landed the US with $20 by selling the book. Right? Yeah. So amazing. So one can conquer over the world by following Prabhupada. That's why Prabhupada said that if I get a team of devotees who will execute what I say, we can conquer the world in 18 days. Just like Pandavas conquered over the Kauravas in 18 days, we can all conquer this world in 18 days. And that spirit is still there. Prabhupada's books are available. We read Prabhupada's books very nicely. We understand Prabhupada's instruction through his lectures. And we do it. It's possible. I don't know about 3 worlds, but if we cooperatively do preaching, then this world at least can be conquered. Yes. If not that, in our local temple yatras, if we can, with a spirit of cooperation we serve, then that at least that city we can conquer with Krishna Consciousness. Right? Hare Krishna. That's the power one needs. And Bali became Vamana Dev. He went from becoming Vamana dwarf to Vikram. That is the potency of Lord. Small, he just became big. Lord can take any steps. Lord can take the entire universe 2 steps. In 2 steps, he took it. Trivikrama, he became. So, yeah. We cannot limit the size of the Lord materially. Duryodhan tried to, with his material intelligence, calculate who is over. They have Bhishma, they have Arjuna, we have Drona, we have Bhishma and Drona, they have Bhima and Arjuna. So he was trying to kind of materially calculate. He never even got Krishna in the equation. Such a materialistic consciousness as Duryodhana. So we should never ever try to fit Krishna in with our material logic. He can do anything. Yeah. Somebody who had lifted hand. I think the Grace Bhakti. You can read the translation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In the 15th incarnation, the Lord assumed the form of a dwarf, Brahmana, Vamana, and visited the arena of sacrifice arranged by Maharaj Bali. Although at the heart he was willing to regain the kingdom of the three planetary system, he simply asked for a donation of 3 steps of land, purported by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Almighty God can bestow upon anyone the kingdom of the universe from a very small beginning, and similarly, He can take away the kingdom of the universe on the plea of begging a small piece of land. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, you can do that. So this is the hope we should have. That even if we make a small beginning, it started with a small center, matchless gift storefront. It was not even a proper temple. So it was very small beginning. From a very small beginning, the Krishna consciousness movement has spread all over the world. Yes, the Lord can give us the whole universe, provided we are ready to take it. And similarly, he can even a huge empire like Bali. Bali had conquered the whole universe. He took away everything from Bali. Yeah. Next. Avatare Shodashame Pashyan Brahma Druho Nripan Trihi Saptakritva Kupito Nikshatram Akarod Mahim. Any idea who is this? Which incarnation is this? Okay, well, once again, take some hints. Okay, I will give the hints, you all can guess. Avatare Shodashami, this is 16th. Pashyan Brahma Druho Nripan. He saw that the kings or the Kshatriyas were not obeying Druha. They were not obedient to Brahmanas, so they were not favorable to the Brahmanas. He saw that. And thus, three sapta Kritva. 3 sapta is 21. Kritva Kupito. Nikshatra. So he performed. He made out of his anger, transcendental anger, Nikshatra. Nikshatra means without Kshatriyas. Akarot Mahim. He made the earth devoid of Kshatriyas for 21 times. Who is that? Parashurama. He's Parashurama. His name is Rama, but because he got the axe, he became Parashurama. And he's this original student of martial arts. He learned the martial arts Kalaripayattu from Shiva. And then he taught this martial arts to many Brahmanas. Yes. Dronacharya, Bhishma, everyone are his students. They learned from him. Karna learned the martial arts. Yes. Translation? Who's going to read? Okay, we'll give Sachidanand a chance to read translation.
In the 16th incarnation of the Godhead, the Lord, as Bhrigupati, inherited the administrative class Kshatriyas, 21 times being angry with them because of their rebellion against the Brahmanas, the intelligent class.
Thank you. So if you see, Brahmanas, when they are leaders of the society, then that system is proper Varnashram system. They don't rule in that sense. When Kshatriyas become the rulers, it becomes a dictatorship. When Vaishyas are the ruler, it becomes capitalist. And when Shudras are the rulers, this is communist. So here there was dictatorship happening. The Brahmanas, Kshatriyas thought of these Brahmanas, why we should obey them. It was Kartavir Arjuna who started this rebellion. And then his sons killed Parshuram's father, Jamadagni. And as a result of which he started destroying the Kshatriyas. He had won. Every Kshatriya is rebellious. So I'm going to destroy them. They are not obedient to the Brahmanas. So somehow Parshuram was very influential. He's a Shakti Avesh avatar. So whenever he used to come, the news used to spread around. So whenever Dasharath Maharaj was very much there. So when Dasharath Maharaj would get a news that Parshuram is coming, he would immediately get married. He would be going to marriage. He would marry some queen. And Parshuram had a promise that whenever there is marriage, I will not go there. I will not go to the marriage. That's why he came after Lord Ram's Varamala. He came later on. Somebody is getting married, I will not go there. And that's why he spared Dasharath Maharaj. So Dasharath married like this 353 times out of fear of Parshuram. Somebody would like to read the purport? Who's not read, preferably? Somebody who's not read? Yes, Amo. Please read.
Therefore, the Kshatriyas or the administrative class of men are expected to rule the Brahmana or the intellectual class, to give direction to the ruler in terms of standard Shastra or the book of the living law. The rulers carry on administration according to Shastra. Whenever there is disobedience on the part of the Kshatriyas or the administrative class against the order of the government and the administrators are removed by force from the post, and arrangement is made for better administration.
Thank you. Just yesterday, we saw the example of how Vena was removed because he was not having the qualities of a Kshatriya. One of the qualities of Kshatriya is subordination to Brahmanas. That quality was not. So he was removed. We just saw that. The Brahmanas just went, gave a himkar. They just spelled out like that and he was gone. Vena was gone. He was destroyed. So what is mostly here, the principle is the Kshatriya should take the guidance from Brahmanas. And who are Brahmanas? Brahmanas are situated in Sattvaguna. And in this particular Sattvaguna, they are having this understanding of Shastra. Without being situated in Sattvaguna, you cannot understand Shastra. If you read Markene Bhagavad Dharma, Markene Bhagavad, what is Markene? Markene is the Bengali version of America. So Markene Bhagavad Dharma means to preach the Bhagavad Dharma to the Americans. So in that Prabhupada writes, he is actually weeping and crying. These Americans are situated in the mode of ignorance and passion. How can they understand your message? They will never understand. But at the same time, there is a factor called mercy factor. And I know, Lord, you are very merciful. And by your mercy, everybody can understand what message. So let me speak in such a way that they can understand. And you give them mercy, O Lord, by which they can understand what I am trying to speak. Yes. So the Brahmanas understand. And in fact, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that this ISKCON movement is a Brahmana creating. We want to create preachers. We want to create Brahmanas who will go and give this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita to everyone. That's the purpose of our society. And that's how Krishna Conscious Society will expand, by glorifying Krishna. And who can do that? One who's Brahman. Okay. Other services are also required. But the head is the Brahman. Brahmana is the head of society. So preaching is the head of our society. So that is more important. We have one last verse for today. Tata Saptadashe Jataha Satyavatyaam Parasharat Chakre Vedataro Shakha Drishtva Pumso Alpa Medasa. In interest of time, we'll just go for the translation. But Rajashri Mataji had her hand up before. She wants to read. She's there. No? Okay, I'll unmute
you. Thereafter, in the 17th incarnation of Godhead, Sri Vyasa Veda appeared in the womb of Satyavati by Parasara Muni, and he divided the one Veda into several branches and sub-branches, seeing that the people in the general were less intelligent.
Thank you.
Next. Purport. Originally, the Veda is one, but Srila Vedvyasa divided the original Veda into four, namely Sama, Yajur, Raj, and
Rig.
Atharva.
Okay, Rig. Rig and Atharva.
Sorry. Rig and Atharva. And then again, they were explained in different branches like the Puranas and Mahabharata. Vedic language and the subject matter are very difficult for ordinary men. They are understood by the highly intelligent and self-realized Brahmanas. But the present age of Kali is full of ignorant men. Even those who are born by a Brahmana is full of ignorant men. Brahmana father are in the present age no better than the Sudras or the
Women.
human. The twice born men, namely the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and the Vaishnava, are expected to undergo a cultural purificatory process known as samskaras. But because the bad influence of the present age of the so-called members of the Brahmana and the other high order families are no longer highly cultured, they are called the
Vijabandhus.
Vijabandhus or the friends and family members of the twice born. But these Vijabandhus are classified among the Sudras and the women. Srila Vedvyasa divided the Vedas into various branches and sub-branches for the sake of the less intelligent classes like the Vijabandhus, Sudras, and women.
Thank you. I'll just comment. We are already exceeded the time. I'll just comment in 1 or 2 minutes and then we will go ahead. As such, Veda was one, knowledge is one. But what did Vyasadev do? He categorized it properly. Just like a person who's gone shopping, he gets the vegetables, the fruits, the milk products, and grocery. Everything is mixed in one bag. And after coming home, then what the person does? Okay, grocery here, airtight containers. Okay, fruits in the fruit tray, vegetables in the vegetable tray, and other milk products properly. We'll keep it in the fridge. So you categorize, right, section wise. In the fridge, you come and categorize and you keep it. So similarly, Vyasadev also, knowledge is one. He categorized it into Rig, Sama, Yajur, Atharva. And also there is Panchama Veda, the fifth Veda, which is Smriti. So this in detail we'll study in the next chapter. 1.4. All this will be studied in detail, so I'm not elaborating. The next one that we want to know here is, the present age there are no proper Brahmanas. Yes, even the children of Brahmanas or somebody coming in a Brahman family, they are not having qualities. Because ultimately, Varnashram is not determined by birth, it's determined by qualities. Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma. There is no Janma. Guna Karma Vibhagasa. The categorization, division is based on qualities and activities and not based on. But very unfortunately, many people they develop pride. Oh, we are born in Brahman family. They are only Dvijabandhus. Yes, right? Like this. Now one may ask a question, why Prabhupada is mentioned women, right? Why it is categorized equally? So here women who are referred are those in highly materialistic consciousness. Yes, it depends on the consciousness. Prabhupada, he spoke about women in an apparently derogatory way in front of Yamuna Devi. And yeah, so Yamuna, what you say, women are less intelligent. Yamuna said, yes, Prabhupada. And he told Yamuna Devi, you are not a woman, you are Krishna. Yes, because you are Krishna conscious. You are understanding Shastras, you are serving Krishna, you are very Krishna conscious. Correct. So generally, this women means who are highly materialistic. They are only bothered about decorating their bodies. Yes, they are bothered about fine foods. Yes, they are bothered about just expanding their materialistic life. So such category of women, because of their materialistic thought process, highly materialistic thought process, they are mentioned in this. Yes. So in general, those souls in the women body, souls in the women body, they are materialistic in nature. Only such materialistic souls are given the body. But at the same time, women have one very good quality. They have the quality of faith. Yes. They are very easily and faithfully and with a lot of devotion they worship the Lord. And they come to the platform of bhakti. And even you can observe in any satsang, any program, the count of women is always much more than men. They are more spiritually inclined. I think even in the Zoom room, you can see there are many more women there. It happens, right? So that is a gift of faith that is given. Okay, we'll pause here. And I'm so sorry I exceeded by 5 minutes. Usually I manage my time. I don't know where I went into ecstasy, but one of the incarnations really caught me. Officially, I'd like to conclude here, but I'm still available to take questions from those devotees who have questions. Officially, we'll end here. We want to proceed. There's one question in the chat which I would like to read. May I ask the question about the prayers that King Anga did for the Lord to ask for a son? Again, this is not, I'm not read much about it. When do we know that we have to accept what has been allocated by the Lord as per our quota, instead of endeavoring and praying to get something we do not have? Okay, what is pure devotional service? Pure devotional service is whatever comes, we are satisfied materially. Yes, whatever wealth comes, whatever food we get, whatever relationships we have, we are satisfied. That is what is a pure devotee. He doesn't ask for santushtya yena keva. Materially, whatever comes, he is satisfied, because that's what pleases. Tushyati ashu janardana. The fourth canto Bhagavatam says that Lord is pleased with three things. Yes, daya sarva bhuteshu santushtya yena kenava sarve indriya upashantya cha tushyatya ashu janardana. You want to quickly please Krishna, then we need three things. You preach Krishna consciousness, daya sarva bhuteshu, be compassionate to all. Santushtya yena kenava, be satisfied with whatever comes materially. And sarva indriya upashantyacha, be sensitive. These three things please Krishna. And so devotee is satisfied with whatever comes of its own accord material. But that doesn't mean that a devotee is that's a pure devotional stand. If a devotee thinks that this particular thing will definitely help me to become a better servant of Krishna, then he may pray to Krishna for that. He will not go anywhere else, but he'll pray to Krishna for that. So one understands that as per my quota, ultimately as per quota only what I want I'll get. But if he wants to ask something for Lord in such a way that, oh Lordship, if I get this job, example, I'll be able to be materially peaceful and thus I'll be able to serve you better. Or if I get married this year, then my parents will be peaceful, I'll be peaceful. And then, yeah, we can serve nicely. So that way we can, whatever comes, you can pray it in such a way, the prayer can be organized in such a way, you pray in such a way that your Krishna consciousness increases. Right? That should be the ultimate prayer. But that is also not actually a prayer, because Lord knows what's best. That's what is pure devotional standard. But still, you're asking something from Krishna with an intent to improve your bhakti and surrender. That is not the pure standard, but yeah, that's all right. So we know, but we do not know our true destiny or potential yet. How do we know what is endeavoring for, what should be ours, and when to slow down, when to trust the process? Yes. So endeavoring in terms of work means, yes, 8 hours of effort. Whenever we go to work, we have to put our effort. Yes, we do putting our efforts there because we have to ultimately make a living. Yes, for most of your grastas. So 8 hours of job to set to get whatever material necessities, that's something you have to put effort, definitely. And you think that without disturbing my bhakti, I can, if I prepare a little bit hard, I can get a higher position. I can do that. There is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. But whenever you're putting material effort, ensure your spiritual effort is not compromised. Then there is no problem. Somebody is putting material effort, but at the same time, he's not chanting his rounds, not coming to Bhagavatam, not going to temple, not performing arti. Then such an effort is materialistic, purely materialistic. It's a big compromise. King Anga was not destined to have a son due to his past activities, even though he was a pious king in the current life, and he liberally gave the sweet pot to his wife Sunita, even though she was not qualified to become mother. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.13.34 says a devotee is devoid of all desires for sense gratification. His only aim is to satisfy the senses of Lord. The purport says we should simply surrender to Lord and trust that He will take care of us. Okay. In 4.13.37, purport mentions King Anga got a bad son and an unfavorable wife and become detached from birth. So should we take every positive and negative experience in such a way as a blessing in disguise to come closer to Krishna? Yes. Every situation in life is given to us to come closer to Krishna. It's a fact. Because Krishna personally is orchestrating our journey back to his abode. Correct? It's personally orchestrated. So any situation, yes, it's well orchestrated by Krishna so that, and we accept the plan of Lord, or we see this opportunity to become Krishna conscious, then we are going to make advance. Right? So Parikshit Maharaj, there was a tragedy in his life. He was going to die in 7 days, but he saw that, oh, this is an opportunity for me to come closer to Krishna. So any tragedy is an opportunity, provided we see it. So Anga also saw the same opportunity. Oh, this wife anyway, she's reciting, calling me names. And son is also not a good fellow. What is the use of being here? Let me go to forest and be Krishna. He was directed by the Lord. So any situation we should take it positive. Whether the experience is positive or negative to the mind, we have to understand Krishna as a bigger plan. That's the
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for your class today. I wanted to ask you, for today's class, could you please help me understand the timelines, as Bali Maharaj is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, so his appearance will have happened after Narasimha Dev's appearance. So did the 14th incarnation Narasimha Dev appear before the 11th Kurma Dev, the 12th and 13th Dhavnavtari and Mohini incarnation? Because I know Bali Maharaj was also, I think he was involved in the churning of the milk ocean, so I'm trying to wrap my head around the timelines.
Yeah, timelines are actually not very much in order. They're different. That way, Matsya Avatar comes after Narasimha Avatar. Yes, the Matsya of Shankasura is different, who comes to deliver Shankasura. So these Bhagavatam timelines are not in order. See, now Vyasa is going to come. Vyasa has come. But next is Rama. Rama, of course, is before Vyasa. So timelines are it's not chronological. The incarnations are not mentioned chronologically. No. Yes.
Is there a reasoning behind the...
Give me one moment. Ecstasy. Just one moment. Excuse me. Yeah.
May I ask you, Prabhuji, is there a reason behind the orders of which incarnations are mentioned, or?
No orders, no reason.
So no logic.
Mentioned 1, 2, 13, 14. He's just counting. So they are not exactly in chronology. Because Narasimha Dev Bhagwan appears in, if you see the Bhagavatam, 7th canto, there is Narasimha Dev. And then Samudra Manthan, 8th canto, there is Bali. That he is there. So not every time Bhagavatam is also chronological, because here and there are. And then Matsya comes before this, because till Bali is Chakshushman Mantra. Then in the 9th canto beginning, there is Parshuram, Ram, Krishna. Even Krishna Leela is not something that is chronological. No. There are some pastimes that he remembers later. Because after many pastimes, then Parishit Maharaj asks, how did my grandfather and grandmother get married? So then he talks about Subhadra's marriage. So slightly chronology is not, may not be there necessary.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I have two questions.
Yes.
First is simple one. Tulsi Aarti should be done only in the morning, not in the evening.
We can do Tulsi Aarti in the evening also. In fact, many ISKCON temples, before the Gaur Aarti, they do Tulsi.
Before Gaur Aarti.
Before Gaur Aarti, many temples do Tulsi Aarti. We can do Tulsi Aarti in the evening also. There's no problem.
But after Gaur Aarti or before Aarti, you tell me.
Before Gaur Aarti. Before Gaur Aarti.
Before Gaur Aarti. Okay. And other question is that, as I understand, yesterday something I missed. And this 14 Manvantara was there in one day of Brahma. Only in daytime or in Brahma night time also it is
No,
there.
night time nothing. Night time
Nothing.
universe is paused. It's full
Okay.
lockdown. Manvantara periods, 14 periods are only in the daytime. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Yes. Rajeshri.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My question is about Narkasur. He's the son of Bhumi Devi and Lord Vishnu Bara avatar, right?
Yes.
So how after being a son of Lord Bara and Bhumi Devi, he become Asur?
Because of association. Because of association. Bad association. He would always associate with Renukasur, Banasur, and all these kind of asuras. They also had a, because of that association, Bhauma, his name was Bhauma actually. Bhauma is one who was born from, and he took initiation in the Asura Parampara. I don't know who exactly is Diksha Guru. And Bhauma became Narada. So because of this association, he became corrupted. So more than parenting, of course, not parent, more than parenting, I'm thinking association matters. So what is one good parenting that people ask we can do for our children? You tell them, get them inspiring association. The children should get a nice association. Otherwise, even if you're Bhauma, son of Bhumi and Varahat, you can become Narakas. Okay? All right, dear devotees, thank you all so much for your wonderful participation in today's daily divine discussion. For this particular Deepavali season, this is going to be my final class. I'm not going to be taking class till 27th now. My next class will be directly on 22nd. Yes, Nisha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. It was very nice. Prabhu, during the class, you had mentioned Dashratha, who would keep on getting married, so Parshuram get to him. So which Dashratha are you talking about?
Dashrath is the same Dashrath as who's the father of Lord Ramchandra. He's the same Dashrath.
Oh,
He had
okay.
353 wives. Ramayana mentions.
Okay.
Yes.
Ramayana mentions 3 wives, but he had 353 wives. Sorry?
Oh, they were principal queens. Like Krishna had 16,108 queens, but he had 8 principal queens.
Okay.
Rani, Maharani.
Okay. That's something new that I heard today.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samast Gaur Bhaktivedanta ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Preman. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.